Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. Ming Taizu Zhu Yuanzhang had many children throughout his life. But none was more favored than his eldest son, Zhu Biao. Not only did he designate Zhu Biao as the crown prince, but he also personally mentored him, hoping this son would become a wise and virtuous ruler. Zhu Biao, with his gentle temperament and qualities befitting a benevolent monarch, greatly fulfilled Zhu Yuanzhang's expectations. However, fate was cruel. Zhu Biao passed away at a young age, which dealt a heavy blow to Zhu Yuanzhang. Many later generations believe that Zhu Yuanzhang made a mistake in his choice of successor. Had he promptly appointed Zhu Di as the crown prince after Zhu Biao's death, the costly Jingnan rebellion that followed might have been avoided. Interestingly, apart from Crown Prince Zhu Biao, Zhu Yuanzhang's fondness extended most notably to his eighth daughter, Princess Fuqing. This princess was virtuous, intelligent, and quick-witted, earning her father's deep affection. Zhu Yuanzhang even sighed on multiple occasions, saying, if only she were a man, she would surely inherit the throne. This statement alone reveals the extraordinary place Princess Fuqing held in Zhu Yuanzhang's heart. In 1998, Princess Fuqing's tomb was discovered in Nanjing. The artifacts unearthed and the related records uncovered more of her story, offering a glimpse into her significant status in the Ming dynasty's courtly life. A surprising discovery in Nanjing. In 1998, during a survey in Nanjing's Yuhua district, a staff member from the Nanjing University Archaeological Research Institute unexpectedly came across a peculiar structure. Initially, he thought it was just a common imitation of ancient architecture. However, the more he observed, the more he felt something was amiss. As he investigated further, he began to suspect that it might be a genuine ancient relic. Driven by curiosity, the archaeologist decided to take a closer look. To his astonishment, the structure turned out to be a tomb. Yet something was unusual, if it was indeed an ancient tomb. Why were there no signs of maintenance by local authorities? Just as he was preparing to continue his investigation, an elderly man suddenly appeared, nervously questioning his presence and urging him to leave immediately. The archaeologist had no choice but to reveal his identity, explaining that he was there to learn about the structure. However, the old man refused to listen, adamantly driving him away. This unusual behavior aroused the archaeologist's suspicion, prompting him to report the matter to the archaeological department for further support. The truth unveiled. Soon after, a professional archaeological team was dispatched to the site. To their surprise, the same elderly man reappeared. This time, realizing he could no longer conceal the truth, the old man finally revealed his secret. He was the guardian of this ancient tomb. And the tomb belonged to none other than Princess Fuqing of the Ming dynasty. Princess Fuqing, Zhu Yuanzhang's eighth daughter, had been deeply cherished during her life. Her tomb, weathered by the passage of time, had been quietly protected by this elderly man. He turned out to be the last in a line of caretakers who had upheld the tradition of guarding the tomb. Not only had he safeguarded the princess's resting place, but he had also preserved a fragment of history long buried in the sands of time. As modern urbanization expanded, the tomb was gradually forgotten, until its accidental rediscovery brought it back into public view. The elderly man explained further that his family had been guarding the tomb for generations, a responsibility they took upon themselves out of gratitude for a favor Princess Fuqing had once granted their ancestors. After the princess's death, they voluntarily assumed the duty of protecting her tomb, a commitment that spanned hundreds of years. The old man himself had lived in the tomb for 37 years, single-handedly safeguarding it. His account left everyone present deeply moved and astonished. Who could have imagined that, on the brink of the 21st century, they would encounter a living tomb guardian? Considering the elders' beliefs and the importance of family legacy, The archaeological team patiently communicated with him. They explained that their work was a national project, not intended to disrespect the princess, but to uncover history and preserve culture through artifacts and monuments. After repeated explanations, the elder was finally persuaded and agreed to let the team investigate the tomb. Given the elder's long-term residence in the area and his deep familiarity with the tomb's environment, the team invited him to serve as an advisor, assisting in the archaeological efforts. With his cooperation, the centuries-old tomb gradually unveiled its mysteries, bringing the story of Princess Fuqing back into the public eye. Historical background of Princess Fuqing. According to historians, Princess Fuqing's mother was Consortan, a favored consort of Zhu Yuanzhang, the founding emperor of the Ming dynasty. It is said that this consort was personally chosen for Zhu Yuanzhang by Empress Ma. From the moment of her birth, Princess Fuqing enjoyed immense affection from her father. This affection stemmed not only from their blood relation but also from the princess's remarkable intelligence and quick wit, which she exhibited from a young age. As she grew older, her talents became even more outstanding. Princess Fuqing was not only well-read and proficient in poetry, music, calligraphy, and painting, but she also demonstrated extraordinary skills in managing affairs, earning widespread admiration. Unlike other princesses who often indulged in the luxuries of palace life, Princess Fuqing preferred to associate with the daughters of officials. Through them, she gained insights into court dynamics and the struggles of common people. These broad interactions not only expanded her perspective but also positioned her uniquely in the political sphere. Zhu Yuanzhang frequently praised her maturity and wisdom. After the death of Crown Prince Zhu Biao, Zhu Yuanzhang lamented on multiple occasions. If only Fuqing were a man, she would undoubtedly be a strong contender for the throne. This high regard not only reflected the princess's political acumen and decisiveness but also underscored her significant standing in Zhu Yuanzhang's heart. Marriage and later life. At the age of 15, Princess Fuqing married Zhang Lin, the son of Zhang Long, Marquis of Fengxiang, marking a new chapter in her life. Her marriage did not overshadow her brilliance, instead, it amplified her influence. She lived through the Zhengwen and Yongle reigns, witnessing the rise and fall of the Ming dynasty. Throughout this period, she remained deeply concerned about politics, contributing her wisdom and efforts to the stability and development of the court. In the 15th year of the Yongle reign, Princess Fuqing passed away at the age of 48. Her death left Emperor Yongle Zhu Di deeply grieved. To honor this extraordinary woman, Zhu Di ordered that the princess and her husband be buried together, hoping their love and legendary story would be remembered for generations. The discovery of the tomb. Returning to the beginning of the story, under the guidance of the elder tasked with guarding the tomb, the archaeological team cautiously entered the main chamber of Princess Fuqing's tomb. However, the scene that greeted them was disappointing. The chamber was almost completely empty, with only cold stone walls and an open, desolate space. The team was puzzled. As the beloved daughter of the emperor, Princess Fuqing's tomb should have been adorned with numerous precious burial items. Given her special bond with both Zhu Yuanzhang and Zhu Di, the barren chamber starkly contrasted with their expectations. It was then that the elder shared the story behind the tomb's condition. His family had been farmers for generations, entrusted with the responsibility of guarding the tomb. However, they had been powerless against repeated looting by grave robbers over the centuries. For hundreds of years, the tomb of Princess Fuqing has been raided countless times. All the burial items have long been plundered, the elder said with a tone of helplessness. He confessed that he had once felt heartbroken over the destruction, but as time passed, he learned to let go. To him, as long as the princess's remains were preserved, everything else became secondary. Hearing the elder's explanation, the team was filled with a mix of emotions. They felt sorrow for the tragic fate of Princess Fuqing's tomb and deep respect for the elder's unwavering dedication and resilience in protecting it. Preservation and legacy. To safeguard this valuable historical site, the Nanjing Municipal Cultural Heritage Bureau soon decided to restore Princess Fuqing's tomb and relocate it to the Dengyu Mausoleum for proper protection. After meticulous restoration efforts, the tomb regained its former dignity and splendor. Today, the tomb has been designated a National Cultural Heritage Site, serving as a vital testament to history. It attracts countless visitors who come to witness the legacy of the Ming imperial family and uncover the buried memories of this extraordinary princess and her era. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.